What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fae class gem ability, or not the class gem ability, the subclass ability in Trove. So we're going to be using a 21k PR Dino Tamer in U9 just to give you a quick little example of the ability. Most of all, I'm going to be highlighting the actual functionality of it though. But this ability is going to be critical hits to enemies, can spawn a shining bomb that deals damage and stuns enemies. Now, I just want to give a heads up that the damage it actually deals is very minuscule. It's very small. It doesn't really matter, but it could end up changing because both this stat and the flying speed are actually determined by your level and power rank of the character that you're subclassing. So if I had my Fae Trickster at a higher level, my flying speed would end up increasing, and then my power rank increased would end up increasing the damage of the stun bomb. It's not going to end up increasing the chance for it to spawn or anything like that, just the raw damage. So for today, you know, we don't really have that much damage to it, but there is the Fae bomb right there. You kind of saw it, so maybe you might have missed it. I'll try and get another better angle at it instead of just looking straight down like an idiot. But the ability is going to operate the Fae bomb is going to end up being the same as the same animation as the Fae bomb, like that you actually throw as your number one with the Fae, but then the functionality of it is going to end up being the same as there it is right there. So you see it was actually on the ground and then ended up exploding, and it ended up having the same video effects as the Fae bomb, but the way that it operates is very similar to the snare of the Shadow Hunter. So you're going to end up, if you just use your number one on the Shadow Hunter, it is the exact same ability. Now, a couple things that I do want to note about this ability is it's very useless as far as just normal grinding is concerned. Not only just the fact that it's a random chance for it to end up spawning means that it's completely unreliable, but on top of that, you're very lucky if you can end up actually getting an enemy to be stunned, because from what I've found anyways, let's try and see if we can trigger it on this guy right here, because an example of actually seeing it is going to be better than me explaining it. However, we're getting very unlucky with the chance for it to actually trigger. There we go. So right then and there, you saw that the enemy actually ended up walking out of it. So potentially this could end up being very good for a melee character, maybe someone who's kind of in the middle and kind of soaking up all of the damage, and thus all of the enemies are kind of surrounded around that character and then have more potential to be stunned as opposed to a ranged character. Now, that said, for Shadow Hunter, something like that, I could see this being very useful in Shadow Towers. It is definitely a useful skill, to be sure. Just as far as random grinding out in the world is concerned, not really so much. You might want to grab it just so that you get the extra flying speed, because that's flying speed with your wings, meaning that you can end up potentially being a lot faster, right? And it's also going to increase the flying speed of the dragons that you're rocking as well, which potentially means that if you end up actually using the subclass ability, it means that the air primordial dragon and the extra flight speed is useless outside of the fact that it makes other players around you fly as fast as he does. So in any case, thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. There's going to be a link in the description to a longer, lengthier video that talks about every single class gem or subclass ability. Man alive, I'm trying to get the lingo down, right? But this video is trying to be a more focused one, and there's going to be a whole lot more of these that you can end up checking out. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.